Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube and the Twitch and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. That's right. To my left, your right. Mrs. Alicia is in the house. Keep forgetting you got that ring on your finger, don't you? Happily married. There it is. How are we doing this evening?
Wonderful. I didn't see any bears tonight, so we're so far so good.
Bears?
Yeah, I went out to smoke a cigarette the other night, and there was a big old brown bear up the road.
Oh!
Yeah, well, they're coming out of hibernation season, and they're highly aggressive at this point, so you want to kind of avoid those.
I suppose. Well, they're hungry, right?
Yeah, they're hungry, and they're very grumpy, and they're looking for goodies in the trash bins.
They're looking for the picnic baskets?
Trash baskets, more like it, but definitely.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, good luck on staying away from those. Keep us updated on them bears. The only bears we like talking about up here in Wisconsin is those darn Chicago Bears. We don't like Chicago Bears. All right. Lots to get into. I'm sitting here swinging around the blade. Everyone's probably like, what the hell is J-Bone doing? I'm cutting open this package. I figured I'd start
an opening
off just a little different. We'll call this the TNI mailbag. I was on the old, what's that site? Whatnot? That's something new. It's, where you can it's kind of like a live eBay is what it is.
Okay.
And you can auction you can go after stuff. And this is the one that's run by PWTs.
Okay.
And they had some items going up for auction, and I won a couple of cheap auctions.
Cool beans.
So share with you guys what I got. It's nothing tremendous, but Impact/TNA fans should get a kick out of this. So, number one is I'll show what may be the less impressive one first, and then the more maybe hard to find item next. Okay. What we got first here, let's see if I can show this.
Put your hand behind it. Oh, no, that's perfect.
There we go. Sabu. We got Sabu.
That's cool.
Pin. Yep.
Love an enamel pin.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going to put that. I don't have a cool jean jacket to put on there. Well, now, which one is that?
That's Anthony Green.
Oh, Anthony Green.
Retro AG.
Whatever
That's his old gimmick.
Whatever happened to him in Impact Wrestling? I thought
he was just an appearance.
No, he was just stopping by. Eh?
Yeah, came by for a cup of coffee.
Okay. All right. So this one is a little more probably down home to the classic TNA fans right here up their alley. We have an awesome Kong pin.
There you go.
I couldn't pass up on that one. She is an absolute legend to our to the company we love, Impact Wrestling. I quickly want to thank all the new people that showed up in the live reaction earlier.
Wonderful.
Thanks to someone who shall not be named, but just for because they go by another identity and it's a long story. But anyways, here we go. Crazy Anime Gamer with the $5 chat. Love me some good wrestling talk. Very happy Gemini. Her name is Gemini. Told me about you, TNI. Hey, thank you for being here. We love to grow the audience slowly but surely. If you love wrestling talk, you're in the right place. We're not going to call ourselves some, icons of podcasting or anything like that. But we do try to keep it light. We try to keep it fun here. We love Impact Wrestling, and well, I guess we go off the rails every once in a while.
More so. It's a crazy train over here. Toot toot. Or choo choo, whatever the noise. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch the swear words before they fly out.
That's okay. Yeah. We try to cut down
TOS.
the first.
TOS.
So what are we into this now? 6 minutes. Yeah, no cuss words in the first 10 minutes, let's say.
Just to be safe.
Something like that, and then they throw a big old yellow dollar sign at you to say, "Oh, we don't like you no more." All right. Zach Bonifer, welcome to the Bone Zone. Gosh,
you need a sign. No, dude, you need to make a sign for the back of your room here that says the Bone Zone.
Back here?
Yeah.
The Bone Zone?
Yeah.
I actually
that's got a little zinger to it.
I don't like tooting my own horn, but damn, that does kind of sound cool. It's oh man. So look, we're coming out of a weekend that had an insane amount of wrestling. Alicia, right before you and I went live, you were talking that you really didn't watch too much, or if any, wrestling.
I did not watch any, and I'm so sorry to everybody, but nope. I had to take my sabbatical and just rest my brain a little bit.
No, that's fine. Like, some people go all in per se on the Fight TV, and honestly, they had a pretty good deal. They used to have a thing where you could pay like $200 to get all the shows. Now their thing is you join Fight TV for like $8 a month, and you were included in so many different live shows, including the Blood Sport and so many other GWC
the Collective, yeah,
or GCW, excuse me, shows. But you still had to pay for. Well, there was a Joshi show, there was the Impact show, there was something else on Fight. I forget what. Anyways, yeah, just no matter what you're a fan of, there was something for you that week. And I'll say this, and yeah, I'm a little biased. I love my Impact Wrestling, but as far as wrestling and everything, they knocked it out of the park. And
yeah.
I gotta give props to New Japan. New Japan certainly helped in this. So Impact, the combo of Impact and New Japan, they absolutely hit a home run.
The sold out show, from what I heard, correct?
Yeah, at the was it the Globe Theater?
Yeah,
downtown LA?
I heard a lot of really good things about it. Some buzz on Twitter was that it was one of the best shows from the weekend. So that's pretty promising, right?
Yeah. Well, and the fact that there was at least a few guys that were on the show before that, which was Bloodsport, and still performed fine on the Impact versus, the Impact New Japan show.
I'm sure.
So, and I didn't get any details on Mike Bailey versus, oh damn, what's the guy's name? He was in New Japan. He's now a free agent. Someone in the chat will fill me in on that. But I was like, for sure, if anything, that was going to really screw up Mike Bailey's night. And I was hoping it wouldn't. And we still got a 5-star match. Kota Ibushi. Thank you, Critical Sting. See, there he is. He was listening. He knew. Critical Sting, one of the guys that always comes.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this is insane. This is insane right here.
Oh, yeah.
Speedball had 10 matches that weekend. Man, that guy got paid.
Oh, surely. WrestleMania weekend, for those of you who don't know, that Speedball having 10 matches is not uncommon for many wrestlers. throughout that entire weekend from, I believe it starts technically Thursday into Sunday or Monday even for some of the shows. So it's like going to a festival or something. It's a pretty big deal. And yeah, a lot of wrestlers really put themselves out there to show, because it's a showcase. If you're going to be seen and get traction, WrestleMania weekend and WrestleCon and all that, that's when you're going to do it.
Yeah.
All eyes are on the products.
So props to guys like Speedball
Mm-hmm.
and I'm guessing Masha was part of the weekend as far as having different matches on different shows. She's big on the indie scene now. She has several championships, including the GCW.
One from Nick Gage, yep.
Yeah. So to whoever did multiple matches and still knocked it out of the park for the Impact New Japan show, we as fans, thank you so much. Especially some of my new favorites from the Mighty Don't Kneel, which we'll get into that in a little bit. But I want to touch just on a couple other things of news before we jump into tonight's stuff. And I don't like talking about controversial things. You know, I try to keep it light. I try to keep it unpolitically charged, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. We heard about one of our favorites from Impact Wrestling, Giselle Shaw, going through some really horrible harassment during WrestleCon weekend. Alicia, did you hear about this?
I did. Not cool. Not cool.
Not cool at all, especially in finding out who it's from. I mean, it doesn't matter who it's from, but when you find out that this type of harassment came from someone who is considered a legend in the business, it hurts wrestling. It really does. And it came from Rick Steiner, you know, and the Steiners overall, the tag team, the brothers are a well-loved tag team across multiple generations of wrestling.
They're historic,
together or separate. And it's disgusting when, you know, fans come together for a weekend like WrestleCon and all they want to do, number one, all fans want to do is meet some of their favorite wrestlers, have a quick moment, get an autograph, and say, hey, I got to take a picture with so-and-so. And for the wrestler side of it, it's a chance for them to make some really good extra money and connect one-on-one.
Reconnect with people they haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, in the industry, outside of the industry, make new contacts and meet the fans who love and support them. And for anyone to go through, especially someone like Giselle Shaw, to go through what they went through that weekend, it hurts. It really does. And it sucks. And, you know, and I'm not going to be that guy to tell you to go throw hate Rick Steiner's direction, because that's not how you solve it either.
That's not how you solve it. Yeah, you don't fight hate with more hate.
Right.
It just, you know.
It sucks. And, you know, if anything, throw some more love towards Giselle, you know, and let her know that her fans are there for her, you know, and, you know, that's what I tried to do on a post on Twitter saying, hey, you know, we stand behind you. You know, we've done nothing but support her. You know, even being a heel where you boo, you love to boo her. It's the person we're talking about. Yeah. Go ahead, Alicia.
Well, I just want to say this is unfortunately another, but maybe fortunately, one of those situations where a conversation can be had from it, where you can maybe try to understand from a person's perspective that these are people. We're all people. Words do hurt regardless of how you feel, especially if you're really nasty and asshole-ish about it. Like, it's one thing if you don't agree with it, but who gives a shit? Keep it to your goddamn self. Like, this person's not out there hurting people and is just living their honest self. Like, just fuck off. Leave them alone.
Right.
Don't be dicks to people. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you unloved or something? Like, that's all I gotta ask, is if you gotta be so hateful towards people who are just minding their own business, like, maybe get offline, breathe some air, because the lack of oxygen in people's brains, man, it's confusing. It's concerning.
Like my wife, Mrs. Bones, said the pandemic has done a number to many of people's brains.
You're watching people it was a global traumatization of the world. If you don't think you were affected by any of that shit that went down, you're delusional, period.
Yeah.
Maybe seek counseling if you're angry about it.
Seriously.
No, for real. Let's not candy coat things. Like, if you feel like you need to talk to people because you're angry, you're hurt, you're feeling some sort of way, sometimes it doesn't hurt to talk to a professional about the things going on in your life, even if you don't think you have a problem. Your friends and your family might be a little biased and might not be giving you the best advice. Find someone who isn't biased and doesn't know you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely healthy options out there to get the conversation started.
Yeah,
on multiple subjects, and this is one of them. And we say it all the time. Just love one another. It's
it's not even just love one another. Just respect.
Yeah.
Mutual common respect. You want people to respect you. Well, it goes both ways.
It does. And even like what I try to do at work, just like sharing a smile with someone, just the littlest thing like that can change someone's day, and there's just still too much. The fact that someone my age is still trying to promote anti-bullying is sad, but it's out there,
Unfortunately, that's human nature as well. We all can't just get along. That's a dream. As beautiful as that might be, you have to always realize that people don't all come from the same place. Everybody's life is experience, and unfortunately, people bully and are nasty because they went through some shit in their lives that put them in a position that they feel they got to do that. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's not right, but it's the way of the world, man. It's sad.
Yeah, it's not right. It's just unfortunately true. Yeah. So I wanted to touch on that, and then there was there was the subject of Jay White that many people have been talking about, where a lot of people thought he was going to show up somewhere on Monday night, and he didn't, and then he showed up on Wednesday night. So, yes, Jay White signed. I mean, I'm sure there were Impact fans that were like, "Hey, he's going to sign with Impact. He's, he was on there for a cup of coffee with the Bullet Club. He'll show up there again." But what's interesting is showing up on AEW TV to his old Bullet Club theme, helping a fellow guy who still claims to be in the Bullet Club, and that's one Juice Robinson. So do I think that there's the chance that he could still appear somehow in the Bullet Club on Impact Television? Yeah, I say never say never. I'm not going to hold my breath by any means, but the Bullet Club is something that has crossed the lines of multiple companies, going from New Japan to Impact to AEW to WWE. And if you look at me and you kind of wince and you scratch your head thinking about WWE, AJ and the Good Brothers are still together. They may not call themselves the Bullet Club, but they still know what's going on. They got it going on. So just wanted to touch on that.
I'm not really sure how many people are going to be enthusiastic about going to WWE.
Well, and that's
rumor has it.
Yeah, there's another guy back in charge.
Anyway, it's Ixnay on the Vince McMahon's day.
On the Inspay, yeah. Yeah, I won't go down that alley.
We're fine. We can move on.
Yes, thank you.
No need to dwell. Not on Rex Manning Day.
Yes. So yeah, let's dive into tonight's Impact Wrestling episode. A very emotionally charged episode, especially towards the end. Started out with a lot of fun here, though, just to touch on the BTI stuff. We had Champagne, Singh, and Shira versus Heath and Rhino, where Heath and Rhino came out on top. Great to see. Those guys definitely needed a win together. They've been kind of, I don't know, in the weeds for a while. You know, the tag team division's been all over the place. But
facts. But
it's also been very fun because it's included so many other different teams from different companies. So you need a
little tag team showcase.
Yeah, and you need a match like this to remind people, hey, we still got our own tag division, you know? So good to see. Iceman Intel talking about the possibility of Kushida and Macklin being around for when Josh Alexander unfortunately is relinquishing his title tonight. So, you know, kind of like just throwing it out there like, hey, if the guys are there, if they are present, are they going to behave as such? So we have to just wait for that. So that's pretty much it for BTI. They were showing highlights from the Globe Theater, if you will, for the Impact New Japan event. So if you missed that event, make sure you go check out BTI and go check out some highlights.
Nice.
We start out this episode with some great tag action. We got TMDK, some of my new favorites to watch, honestly. That I know. Last week, I almost got kicked off the show because I wouldn't shut up about bad dude Tito. I won't do that. This week. I promise.
It's okay. You got a little man crush. That's all right. Spring is in the air.
Is that what it is?
Spring fever, yeah.
My wife
exactly
was even looking at me funny because she said I wouldn't shut up about him. So, all right. Motor City Machine Guns versus TMDK. Short but sweet match. A lot of fun. Motor City Machine Guns coming off with a victory here. And then it looks like we are going to get Motor City Machine Guns in is it an Ultimate X match? Yeah, never mind the cat in the background.
Don't ask me. I just heard that they were like, we're going to try and get a match. Oh, you want to try and get a match? Well, if you'll see if you do it, then we'll have a match. That's what I saw.
You should absolutely try and get a
verbatim. Match. Quote for quote. That's what happened.
It's pretty close. Motor City Machine Guns versus Bullet Club. I'm not sure which titles are going to be on the line. Could be both. Could be, I'm not sure. But it sounds like it's going to go down at Rebellion, and I can't wait. In fact, you know what? let me jump over to the Impact website real quick.
Oh, field trip. Ready, guys? Buckle your seatbelts.
Hang on.
Go into the website.
We're going to go to the Rebellion card, if you will. All right, so we got Macklin, Kushida, main event for the Impact World title. We're going to find out next week. That's, I guess, another part of the news, is if Mickie James is going to be up for being in this match at Rebellion versus Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace. Oh, and look, there it is. Impact World Tag Team Championship. Ultimate X. It is official. Bullet Club defending against Motor City Machine Guns. Shut up and take all my money. Okay, not all my money, but some of my money. It's official. It's in there. Can't wait. Next we got Kenny King and talking to Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards looking for a little backup in his match against PCO. Kenny King saying he's like, no,
let your driver do it.
Right. Yes.
Let your driver be your helper. I'm out.
Big reveal here in this
Deuces.
little combo. Exactly. Deuces is right.
Deuces, bitch. Let your driver do the work. And boy, did they. We'll get to it. I'm so excited.
Yes. But so sassy tonight, Alicia. My goodness.
I am full of pepper.
Both. Sass and pepper. What did you think about this conversation? What did you think about this?
I thought it was good because their partnership, it kind of saw itself to its end, and it just makes sense for them to like politely go their separate ways. You know what I mean? Because Kenny King is good on his own, and Eddie Edwards, they clearly already have plans for. So,
yeah. But
I'm excited to see Kenny on his own.
But that's the thing is, he's not. He's backing up someone else, and we'll get to that.
Did I miss that? Maybe. Uh-oh. Well, you know how I am. I get a little dodgy.
You might have
I might have been distracted by the cats or a snack. Who knows?
Or something. All right,
Manga.
We'll get to it. Let's see. Next, we got Scott D'Amore talking with... She's tearing up the cat.
No, I'm laughing because my note is Timmy and Scoot fluff each other's feathers. I don't... Typos, apparently. I did not catch that.
Timmy and Scoot. I'm not sure.
Timmy and Scoot.
I'm not familiar with this Timmy of Impact Wrestling. Who is Timmy? Tommy Dreamer coming to Scott? Maybe Scott D'Amore?
He saw that Canadian Destroyer and said, Scott, I need you on my side, buddy.
Hell yeah. And
moves like that. Can't pass you up, buddy. I say buddy because that's what they say in Canada a lot, eh? Buddy, eh?
Oh,
did I get the language down, fellas?
That's pretty close. I'm not Canadian. I live close to Canada. No, not really. I'm on the middle south end of Wisconsin. So, but God knows we get plenty of cold air from Canada still. Damn. Truck, quit sending us shitty weather. It's all Truck's fault. It's all Truck's fault. So yeah, Tommy's one thing I didn't realize, I thought this was still Tommy Dreamer versus Bully Ray in a 1v1 match. I didn't realize it was a team, team versus team.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple people in a match, like a war games, or one of those type of matches.
A battle of many men.
Yes, many Oh, I can't.
Is that what you guys do in battle? Pound each other's chests or your own chests, not each other's. That would be weird.
Pounded something, Jesus. My goodness. So Tommy,
fire.
we're gonna be in so much trouble. Tommy Dreamer was impressed with the charisma that Scott D'Amore presented at what was it, Sacrifice, right? And he wanted Scott D'Amore to have one last match. He's like, you never had one last match. And Scott D'Amore's like, no, just no. I
couldn't. It's like he's denying the last piece of cake. I couldn't possibly eat another bite.
Cake.
But you can tell he was super like feathers fluffed. Like, yeah, okay, I'm preening a little.
He was.
Thank you, Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy. Thank you, Timmy.
I'm not saying it like that, bro.
I know. That's just me going overboard with the
South
stupidity.
Park obsessed much.
And honestly,
aren't you from South Park? Wait, wrong state. Sorry.
Close. It's a few miles down the road. I can hear it now.
We don't want to get a copyright, so
no. We don't want the brothers coming after
you.
us.
Can't even hum the bars. Isn't that terrible?
It's absolutely
travesty. I just can't believe it.
They're gonna come after us. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But Tommy Dreamer was not happy about being denied Scott D'Amore being on his team.
Was he like salty about it? Like as in like, oh, we're not best friends anymore, or like I'm gonna beat you up because you said no. You wouldn't let me benefit from that Canadian destroyer, bro.
See that look on Tommy's face after this conversation is too tough to read. It certainly wasn't okay, I understand.
Everlasting gaze.
It was a damn, bro, kind of look, you know?
Like a damn, you're breaking my heart, bro.
Mm-hmm.
How could you say no to one more match? I keep saying no, but it just keeps bringing me right back.
That sounds like a bad 80s song.
Dude, I'm not funny at all, but you hear me over here like I need oxygen because I'm laughing so hard at my own jokes. I'm a comedian in my own head. I'm deceased.
It makes you feel better. I'm giggling right along with you. So.
I hope others are. That makes me feel slightly better. But I have no problem like laughing for myself because I'm hilarious. I'm not.
Oh, so Gary Rossetti in the chat says lockdown minus the cage. Okay, that sounds good.
So,
all right. Next.
Okay.
What?
Just nope. Okay. Nope.
All right.
Whoop.
Jonathan Gresham versus Mike Bailey, part 3. Alicia, part 3. I did not know we were getting this on the show tonight. I was ecstatic for it. I was like, we don't deserve this as fans. This is amazing.
What do the kids say? Fight forever.
Fight forever. Clap.
Yeah.
Clap.
Yeah. How about it? Why not? Speedball, man, is the more like bell of the ball, am I right?
Totally.
He's everywhere. Like this, he is the hottest person on the independents right now. Period. Point blank. Period. I don't care what anybody says. He is the man.
He's definitely
okay.
You throw about 5 occurs in that, yeah. He is absolutely having a career year. now that he's been able to travel to the U.S. across several different indie promotions and Impact Wrestling. It's been an absolute blast watching him. But this match, unfortunately, was for naught because someone on commentary interfered. What did you think about Trey interfering during part 3?
Oh, God, he's like an immature middle schooler. It's like, please stop with the spray paint. You're damaging the ozone layer.
No, really.
Trey's oxygen. Great. I don't want to sound like an asshole. Trey's great, but I'm just not feeling this.
Oh, I was just bummed.
I would have rather seen a conclusion that Gresham and Speedball came to without Trey Miguel's help. It's a unnecessarily third wheel. Although I know they're going to be ultimately fighting for his belt, right? That's what we're leading up to here.
That's what this match was. It was for the number 1 contender.
If they could just take it off of him, one of them, my money's on Speedball or Gresham, but let's just do that. Sorry, Trey. I'll catch you on the next gimmick.
But which one?
Any one but this one.
You can't pick both. You have to pick Bailey or Gresham.
I don't. See, this is the thing. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to pick. And if I want to pick, I'm going to pick who I favor because I don't play that odds game or whatever the fantasy footballers, whatever it is. God, you think I'm weird for liking crystals. I'm going to pick one. Okay.
You mean the whole gambling over wrestling results?
I don't know. Like, I just feel like whenever we do the prediction things, I always get shit because people are like, you can't pick who your favorites. You can't pick your favorite. It's who you got to think is actually going to win. And I'm like, no, I don't care. I'm going to pick my favorite. What? Like, I just don't play the way everyone else plays. And I don't know what I'm doing here.
See, it's all.
Will I ever be accepted as an oddball wrestling fan who doesn't like it for the same reason everybody else likes it? It's just art. It's beautiful art.
So you'll always be accepted by us if no one else.
Yeah. Well. I don't know how that bodes for you guys, but okay. I know how many times have I been like, if you guys don't want me around anymore, you can just say so. And you're like, no, you're good. You'll say the shit.
No, we like it when Alicia gets goofy. Yeah, because it's completely unpredictable and
I'm laughing my eyelash off.
We're just like, let her go, man. Just let her go. Just
let it ride.
Let her do her thing, man. We love it.
There will be a conclusion. There's a method to the madness. Sometimes, I don't know.
All right.
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So, Trey Miguel, stop interfering.
So we are going to get a triple threat match at Rebellion. And it wasn't, I don't know if I wrote it down here. Wasn't there a conversation where Dango was trying to do something with Santino Morello?
I didn't see it.
Dango was doing his thing. It's like he was trying to make a match or something. I don't know. I love Dango though. Damn. All right, so that
Dirty
match,
Dango.
Dirty.
Ow.
Deputy Dango.
Never mind.
Here, we got a segment with the design accusing Callahan of just not pulling his part, and then Callahan totally defended himself. Like, hey, if you guys don't think I'm all in by all the stuff that has happened to me, then you know what? We'll just, you go your way, I'll go my way. We'll just call this all off. And they're like, nah, you're gonna do the part 7, and you'll. And that's the last part.
I think they're just making it up at this part. Moving the goalpost.
Well, part 7 is you have to eliminate authority. And Callahan's like, what the hell does that mean? And Khan goes, well, you got to figure that out for yourself.
I know what it means.
And Callahan just storms off. Like, fine, whatever.
I know what it means. A key word here, eliminate authority. Who would be an authority figure in the design storyline? Think about it. The answer is right in blatant.
Well, we found out.
Okay.
We found out shortly later what it means.
Okay. Oh, well, then I missed that too. Shit.
But first, did you? Are you sure you watched tonight?
I did. Just because I missed the little segments doesn't mean I didn't watch. Come on now.
I'm kidding.
Listen, I have ADD. I cannot be glued to the screen like that, okay?
All right.
Have we met? Have you met me?
This is true. All right. All good.
Hi, guys. It's me. Too. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
So we get confirmation that the X Division title is it's going to be defended in a triple threat match at Rebellion. Elimination.
Nope.
Can't wait. I don't. There's a lot of people that don't like triple threats, but I'm okay with it.
I don't like them when they're constant. That's the only reason I don't like them.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of repeats. That's all. But this one should be pretty outstanding.
Yeah. So we get the in-ring debut of a new knockout here on Impact.
Jody!
Jody Threat.
Jody Threat!
What'd you think of this?
I thought it was great. A little bit of a squash-a-rooney, but at the same time, it's just to refresh you on who Jody is, and hopefully they'll be throwing her right into the mix of things. I just saw Jody, back in November at XPW when they were in New Jersey, so I got to see her live, so I'm a little refreshed on her, and when they made the announcement, it was super hype, so...
Now, here's a very important question, and I was thinking the same thing. Mayor in the chat here saying, are Terra Rising and Terra Rising related? So Jody Threat faced Terra Rising. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of you who may not know, there is one Paul Levesque, a.k.a. Triple H, when he was coming up in WCW, had a different gimmick of Terra Rising. So here that bears the question. Are Terra Rising and Terra Rising related? What say you, Alicia?
I don't fucking know. Like, what? What? No. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, probably.
Hard pass.
But thank you, Mayor, for always bringing us the hard questions here on Total Nonstop Impact.
Where we keep it real, maybe a little too real, where we gotta maybe get on people's good sides again.
We dive into the questions that no one else wants to touch.
Well, I do.
Okay.
I'm a little too honest.
Now, the only thing I didn't like about this
Yes.
And that's because I was really excited about this debut
Mm-hmm.
of Jody Threat. I was very curious because I really haven't seen a lot of her stuff, but I used to see her stuff all the time on, oh gosh, what the hell is his name now? Who's the old tag team part? Oh, Ethan Page. Ethan Page in his vlog featured Jody Threat up in Canada a lot
Okay.
back in the day. Okay.
I did not watch those.
I didn't see him in like a long time. I haven't watched him for like a couple years now. Ever since he left Impact Wrestling.
Understandable.
But anyways, so I was excited to see this, and the only thing I didn't like is they did the cut scene where they showed Santino post getting attacked, laying on the ground, surrounded by security, like, oh, what happened? What happened? And they could have either saved that for after the match. I didn't necessarily like that being done during this match.
Yeah, weird time to cut away.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily like that. I mean, good match, but
bad edit.
Yeah, like, okay, if we're like 5 weeks in on a match here from Jody Threat, she's been in the match for a month or two, and you do that, okay, fine, whatever. Not on a debut match.
Yeah, true.
Go ahead, Alicia, read this super chat.
Ronan Blue, my opinion, I want more Zicky Dice. It's a travesty we don't get any wrestling from him, only a stooge role. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. He's a good wrestler too, very charismatic, very fun. Very funny on what is he on Twitch? He's got that channel.
He does.
Yes.
He's even rated when we were more prominent on Twitch, he even rated us.
Oh. Yeah, Ziki, I agree, Ronan. And thank you for the super chat here. That's very kind of you. Yeah, and thank you to everybody who donates. It really does mean a lot to us that you like our silly little podcast Rooney here. It's unnecessary, but we are very thankful that you guys like us enough to donate your hard-earned money. Yeah. Never feel like you have to, but again, thank you.
It helps the show stay afloat because it pays for the StreamYard, it pays for the audio and such, and just helps us be a better show in general. So
a better you, us, for you guys.
Couldn't have said it better. See, this is why we keep.
I'm a professional.
She is. She is the most professional.
Okay. I guess I showed up an hour early for work the other day, so I guess I'm very professional.
Here we got a super sticker from Courtney. Thank you. Love you, Courtney. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So, but good match, good debut match, short but sweet from Jody Threat. Can't wait to see more and see exactly how she interacts with more of the Impact roster. This happened to be from a more local talent up in Canada, being as this was done up in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So Jody Threat with the finisher looked oddly similar to an F5, but this is called the F416, which I guess is the area code from where she's from.
I don't know.
That's what I gathered.
So. You know how long it took me to understand that the 619 Rey Mysterio does is the area code of San Diego, California? Like, come on, or the zip code or whatever. Like, come on.
It's also when he's spinning around, it's like doing a 6 or doing a 9.
It would be a 360.
And
or 180.
The one in the middle is the rope.
You know what? Sure, Jan.
Physics.
sure, Jan.
Sure, Brad. All right. Next, Santino. We're catching up with Santino after his attack.
You are probably right.
Did I say zip code? I meant area code.
I said zip.
Well, you said zip. Oh, see, for
I
once
said both. I said both, but I corrected area and said zip, and I don't know. I don't write mail. I don't know.
You don't?
I just dial local.
You don't? Oh, those area codes. All right. So next we got Santino. Santino, he will get his revenge against the design with Dango and Joe Hendry. That was my horrible Santino.
That just sounded like you lowered your voice. That wasn't even an accent, bro. You just sounded really breathy.
I sounded just like Santino did.
I sounded just like Santino Murillo. That's what you sound. You gotta put a little mozzarella on it, buddy. What is with buddy tonight? That's my word. If I say buddy, you gotta take a shot.
Oh, is that the new TNI game we're doing now?
Yeah.
Shots with a... Wait, you're not doing shots, are you?
I'm drinking sips of water. You could do shots of water.
Is there really
water?
You
don't have to do alcohol. Yes, dude. I don't drink like that.
Okay.
Don't ever investigate my integrity.
Especially with a straw. I hope not. Because that's just messed up.
I drink coffee with a straw. I drink everything with a straw. A straw is just my friend.
All right.
My preferred drinking method.
Wait, do you have one of those steel straws that I've seen?
This is just heavy duty plastic because the steel ones are garbage.
Oh.
Yes, they rust, or if they've got paint on them, they chip.
Well, I've seen just the regular steel ones. I've heard positive things about them.
Yeah, I prefer these ones.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I'm still saving the turtles. Imagine that.
Just give them pizza. They'll be fine.
Little primordial mutant ooze.
Yes, that too. All right, next we got Gia Miller with Tasha Steelz, welcoming her back to the Knockouts division. Interrupted, of course, by Giselle Shaw and her crew. Nifty little segment.
I don't think that they enjoyed Tasha's greeting.
I don't think so either, but I know the fans did.
I know. I'm happy she's back.
Yeah. And we don't know why she left. I didn't hear any details. We don't have to know, and that's fine.
Ain't our business.
Yeah, ain't our business. That's right. We're just
happy she's
back.
Okay.
Look, she just damn near fell on the floor. I tried to oak her, and she just damn near had a stroke. I won't ever do that again.
It's just the way you said it, though. That's great. Wow.
My apologies.
You're fine.
I'm not oker.
You're just dandy, J-Bone.
My ochre is not ochre. But next week, we are getting Giselle Shaw versus the returning Tasha Steelz. I can't wait for that. But yeah, it is interesting about this deal. Are they gonna? Oh, you know what? I shouldn't even put this into the universe. I really shouldn't, because I know Impact is above something like this. But I've watched decades of stuff, and something in my head just said, well, what if they do a Savannah Evans on a pole match? Are they going to fight for her?
No.
Or is Savannah Evans going to stay with Giselle?
Tasha, I think, made it plainly clear that she has rid herself of any connection with Savannah, and Savannah seems to be fitting her role just fine as the bodyguard.
I think she looks like a damn good bodyguard.
Here we go, because sorry, I took the wrong one. Yeah, removes headphones. Savannah Evans looked like she had an earpiece, and she did. That's why we're calling her the bodyguard.
Sorry, Critical Sting, if that was too much for you.
Remove headphones.
It was.
I'll give you something to remove your headphones over. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? No, I'm kidding. No, see, you don't. You don't gotta follow through.
Nope. I'll totally do it. No, but I do want to see where this goes with Savannah Evans. Is she just going to stay by Giselle? I think her changing her look and everything does solidify her role with Giselle, which is fine.
They were fine.
Tasha in the past was always with a tag partner, but she was always strong enough to be solo.
She's a total package, so she definitely can run solo and it be legit. She doesn't need help.
Yeah, like because when her and Kiera Hogan, remember that tag team? They were fire.
Kiera, I miss Kiera.
Yeah. Hope she's doing good.
She's doing great. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. They were always great together, but they were strong enough that they could have been solo on their own. So, and Tasha is absolutely at that point where the fans definitely appreciate what she brings as a character and her strength, in her in-ring role as well. So, can't wait to see that match next week. All right, now we got Bully Ray, Jason Hotch, and John Skyler versus Tommy Dreamer, Yuya Uemura, and Darren McCarty. Now, I'm not much of a hockey guy, but are you a fan of Darren McCarty, like outside of the ring as a hockey player?
He's before my time, so no.
Okay. All right. Do you watch
and it also depends on, I do. I'm a Rangers fan, but I've only been watching for 9 years, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So if you played in the last 9 years, maybe. But if you're retired, I don't know. Unless you're Gretzky, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, his name has gone across several generations of sports fandom. Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. Like I don't watch hockey, and I even know who he is. So, so this was fun. This is also, really getting the fires burning for the whole hardcore war that's going to happen at Rebellion, where we find out, and I find out as a fan, because like I said, I thought it was just going to be 1v1 again. I didn't realize it was going to be team versus team. Because I'm not the smartest wrestling fan in the world. I've proven that many a time. So we're going to have Team Bully and Team Tommy Dreamer. And Team Tommy Dreamer won this one with, in fact, Darren McCarty got the win here, which was significant for what happened at Sacrifice, considering he's the one who went through the table. What did you think of Darren McCarty's finish with the stunner and such?
I thought it was fun. It got quickly overruled by all the chaos that happened afterwards, so it was just kind of hard to absorb.
This is true. Let's talk about that. So, one of the first in the ring, which was shocking. We had hints of it earlier, but we didn't know when it was going to happen. But Kenny King showed up, revealing, he's like, well, I got something else that's really going to help me, help me in my future as opposed to helping Eddie Edwards. I'm going to beg to differ here.
Right.
But that's just me. Everyone's allowed their opinion. Wrestling is subjective, but I don't think Kenny King helping Bully Ray in the hardcore war is necessarily going to help him much. But Masha also jumped in on this. And then we had Frankie Kazarian and Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly jumped in here and jumped on Masha. So definitely other parts of Team Tommy Dreamer revealing themselves. So it looks like we're going to have Bully Ray, Kenny King, Masha versus Tommy Dreamer, Kaz, and Killer Kelly, and maybe some others mixed in there on either side. What'd you think of all these people coming out and getting crazy?
It was crazy. Utter chaos is what I would call it.
What do you think of the Killer Kelly Masha Slamovich?
I'm excited for it, but it's not under maybe the ideal circumstances that I wanted to see this match, but I have been waiting to see them versus each other. So I'll take it, I guess, how they're going to give it to me and not complain.
There you go.
Because I like to complain. I'm such a woman.
I don't think you complain.
I'm joking. Seriously joking.
You're not that much of a bitch.
I just play one on TV.
On the YouTubes.
I'm more of a see you next Tuesday, but that's neither here nor there. I said it. I reclaim it. It's mine.
She claimed it. All right. We next
with a capital C-U-N-T. Hardcore country.
That's not how you spell country.
That was my Twitter handle for a hot minute.
Well, that's pretty good. I like that. Dear God.
I don't think anybody got the reference, which was kind of sad. People may have thought I started an OnlyFans.
She's a fan of Mickey James. Isn't that great? That's all it is. Honestly, that's all it is. Next, we get a promo. we get a promo about Josh Alexander and all he's done in his title reign. And this one could have been a hell of a lot longer, but obviously there's X amount of minutes of the show that they still got to fill. We get a promo from Deonna Purrazzo talking about how she's kind of reinventing herself with this match, and it's we still gotta find out whether Mickey James is going to be involved in it or not. It's just the Jordan Grace aside, she's amazing, but this rivalry between Mickey James and Deonna Purrazzo is really where it's at, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's something special to be seen. It's gone on for a long time. Next, we got Eddie Edwards versus PCO. And who came along to get involved?
Alicia!
Which I think a lot of people are now realizing that she was the driver.
She's a ride or die. Oh,
yeah.
You set him up, I'll knock him down. Like a cat.
Because Kenny King said in his conversation with Eddie Edwards earlier in the night, why don't you call the person who drove the car? Instantly eliminating himself from that equation that evening.
Eddie said, bet. It's Alicia. And of course Alicia would be crazy enough to like go against PCO. I love it.
Yeah, and she brought out, now what is the kendo stick's name again? Like
hers or his?
Well,
hers is Kendra's.
Hers is Kendra. Okay, so Kendra, the kendo stick, made an appearance here because Eddie has Kenny, the kendo stick. Yeah, so Kendra just clobbered PCO here, helping with the win. The ref was down. Ref didn't see it. I didn't catch how the ref went down, but yeah, Eddie Edwards wins this one. But something tells me this isn't over.
I worry for Alicia.
Do tell. Why
what? Wait, whoa. What is this? What?
Everyone in the chat.
Really?
An apology.
I'll say you too, Mir, because you were helping perpetuate this blasphemous rumor. You guys really think that low of me that you were taking bets that I was the driver? I'm kidding, for shame. I might have been on a bad month.
Everybody was saying, J-Bone.
Anybody could have been.
J-Bone, where were you that weekend in Vegas? And I'm like,
I don't like Eddie Edwards enough to catch charges. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's worth jail time.
Right.
Period. Okay. We just sound like terrible birds.
Right.
Terrible birds with illness.
Birds on meth. There we go.
Angry birds.
Angry birds on meth. Yes.
Not the meth. Just ixnay.
On something.
On the method say.
So, and then PCO, because he's not human, gets up and chases them out of the building and screams, So,
did you just say he screams, ah?
I'm getting tired. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh.
Ooh, surprise.
Hey, he's running.
Okay. Oh my God. It's late.
Yeah, it's.
We're old. You guys, we're fucking old. We get loopy at the end of this shit because we're up past our bedtimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if here's the big if I have for you, Alicia. Okay.
Yes.
If Eddie Edwards has
welcome.
Hey.
I'm talking to the chat. Just keep rolling.
Oh, okay. If
appendages, flanges.
If Eddie Edwards has an Alicia by his side,
yes.
Who on earth or from any other realm do you think PCO could get to help him in this so unfair battle?
It's not unfair. PCO doesn't need help. He can take both of them with one arm tied behind his back.
But if you had to choose someone, just for the sake of it.
Do I have to?
I'm just curious to see.
I'm just gonna say. I think. Yeah. Who would I think? I don't know.
Come on, it's on the tip of your tongue. Just say it.
It isn't. What? Excuse you? PCO has no connection to the undead realm. Okay. He's another one of these characters where his element comes from an entirely different thing. So I understand. I see some people being Rosemary and no. What if it's not? What if he gets... Who's on the roster right now? Oh my God.
Who hasn't been around for a long time?
I know. Well, I guess you could say Sue, but yeah, maybe Sue.
Yes, thank you.
They have that undead
thing.
How do you? Well, undead without being the undead realm, but she is the undead realm, and he's. I don't know. They just complicated my life. It's late. My brain hurts.
There, see, even
Suya. How about Suyang?
He wanted his name Suya.
I feel like we've been saying this for months. We want Sue back. Dear Impact. Hashtag, we want Sue Young back on our television screens because we love her. She is iconic queen. And wow, what a duo that would be. I hope they bring a coffin big enough for Eddie, Kenny, Alicia, and Kendra.
Oh, that's a big old box. That's a big old box. I can't wait. No, I wanted to be the one that didn't automatically.
He said Humble Beast is like he wants you to say Sue Young. Just fucking say it.
Yeah, right.
It's like stop being difficult, Leisha. Sorry, guys. You know me. I can't play the game. When you guys all want something, it's in my nature to be like, no. What if it was something else?
Just say it.
I don't like the favorites game. I don't know. But I do love Sue Young, so let's bring her back. Even if that's not the direction they're going, bring her back.
If we don't get her this time, I'll send Alicia to Riot.
I might flip a table. Knock over your water glass. I don't know.
I'll take it. Last but certainly not least in this review, we see probably the most emotion that I've seen from a wrestling segment in the last week. And that's not just me saying that because I love Impact Wrestling. It's because I've seen stuff this week that made me just want to wipe my ass with it. I was like, that just like, really? That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got in the whole freaking 3-hour show? That's all you got? Well, damn it. That's not good enough for me. This last 15 minutes got me as a wrestling fan choked up because there was some stuff that hit home for me.
Hit you in the feels?
Fan. It did. It was right in the feels. Had the feels and just hit me with a freaking baseball bat. Josh Alexander relinquishing his Impact Wrestling World Championship, the title that he's held for over a year, had to give up because he didn't even lose it in the ring. He's giving it up because he's injured. And
yes.
I think the part that got me and probably got several other fans, look, Courtney in the chat says she ugly cried. I believe it. And I wouldn't even, and we're not going to judge you either. We'll never judge you. That is the passion that this segment brought, whether it was Josh talking about his, giving up the title, whether it was Scott chewing out Macklin because he was being a dick, or maybe because of all things, Josh Alexander's son running up and grabbing the title out of his dad's hands and, trying to take it away so it wouldn't go into Scott's hands was like, that right there, and the whole crowd was like, gold.
Oh,
yeah.
Give for Clem, talk amongst yourselves.
Exactly. That was, whew, that was tough. That was some stuff right there. And you know, and then his dad's like, no, I got to give it to Scott. He gives it to Scott, you know, and then of course there was Macklin just being a dick, and but the whole thing was just so emotional. Alicia, what'd you think?
I agree. It was a very emotional ending. I feel Josh really speaks to the family people, especially when he has Jade and Jed out there.
Thank you. I couldn't remember his son's name.
Yeah, it just makes him come across as more human and relatable, and I think that's why people really cling to Josh as a champion, because he's like the everyday man, like just someone who you can, you know, kick back and have a beer with or something. I don't know if he drinks or not, probably not, but you know. So
Yeah.
it is. And then it's a powerful way to kind of like represent what he's walking away from, but what he'll also be coming back to fight from, which he mentioned in his speech.
Oh,
How
yeah.
he's good when he comes back, he'll be starting from the bottom again. And he's fully prepared for it. So
Yeah.
powerful. Good. Very good. Josh is great on the mic. He's not my favorite guy, but I give him a lot of credit that the evolution we've seen him go through to be the face of the company is pretty monumental.
Absolutely. Because he went from being, what's the best way I could say this without trying to sound insulting, is he, okay, so I looked at Ethan Page and Josh Alexander when they were a tag team, was kind of like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, where Ethan Page was the, you know, charismatic, laughing, you know, ha ha. He was the Jerry Lewis. Josh Alexander was Dean Martin. If you don't get that example, then I'm sorry. But that's the best way I can come up with it. Josh Alexander was the straight guy. And after Ethan Page left, Josh Alexander had, and then this isn't nothing against Ethan Page, but then Josh, it was up to Josh to come across as, hey, I can do this on my own. I do have what it takes in the ring and on the mic. He's got it. He's improved and gotten so much better throughout the years. It's phenomenal. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, just to see him get this far and then get it taken away, you know, whether he was, you know, gonna lose it at a pay-per-view to a guy like Macklin, or lose it to Kushida or whatever, to see him lose it this way just sucks the most, you know.
It is a bummer, but Impact and Josh made the right call to relinquish the title and not keep it on him while he's out on a potentially long-term injury. So,
Oh yeah.
It's just to play it safe, and damn well he's going to come back in here and reclaim that. So it's not goodbye, it's just see you later.
Exactly. Well put. Well, definitely one of the most emotional segments we've seen in Impact Wrestling in a while. Thanks to everyone involved. I mean, Scott's always good for a laugh, or Canadian Destroyer, or face turning red, chewing your ass off.
Yeah.
Segment getting everybody all choked up with emotion. My goodness. So, but that's it. That's the show tonight. Thank you, Alicia.
Thank you. It was very fun reviewing.
Yeah, this was a great episode coming out of Sacrifice and the New Japan Impact show. A lot of stuff, happened in the last few weeks. And then next week, we've got Rebellion. So it's not even slowing down. Can't wait. The go home show will be next week. And then I'm not sure what day Rebellion falls on. Is it a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I gotta check. Let's see here.
I don't know.
April.
IDK.
Oh, it is. Okay, Sunday, April 16th. It is on a Sunday. Well, all right then. Tremendous. Now we know. All right. So, and we'll run down the updated card and everything next week. For those of you who are new here, thank you for tuning in and checking out the show. We greatly appreciate it. And so you stay in tune to everything that's going on with TNI. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Say goodnight, Alicia.
Fare thee well. Good night.
You're supposed to do what Bill does and say, good night, Bill. I mean, good night, Alicia. I'm kidding.
No.
No. Okay. See ya.
Good night.